All right. Welcome to On the Sideline. I'm your host, Jeff Holden. We're here with Coach O and our special guest for tonight's episode, which is episode 10. So we've got a local athlete who also wears the number 10. We didn't really plan it that way, but that's how it worked out.
Yeah, it did.
We're a little shorthanded today for now, but we're going to fix that here shortly. We'll have Coach Evan back. And, yeah, I know it's been, 3 weeks.
Doesn't seem like 3 weeks, though.
No, it seems like eternity. Every time I get done with one of these, I just want to do it again. Like that's how I just love it. All right, so we'll start with recognitions as we always do. Some of the most, or basically the recognitions we're going to go over is the state athletes that are heading to state for track. So we have quite a few actually. I'll start with the boys. Braylon Kinsey from Old High is going for the 800 meter and the 300 meter hurdles. So that's pretty good. Isaac Villa from Holiday is going for the 100 meter dash. Jeremiah Durham from City View for the 100 meter and the 200 meter dash. You want to touch on that, O?
Yeah, Jeremiah's been doing really, really good with track this year. Last season, he, as a sophomore, he went and competed at state. His junior year, he kind of had some setbacks. This year, he's dialed in. He's taking track to a whole nother level. Part of that is kudos to Coach Robert Brooks, who's worked with mostly a lot of these kids that are on this list of getting them ready and prepared for state. So Jeremiah also, too, with doing this, he also broke the 100 meter dash record and the 200 meter dash record.
Yeah, I saw that school record. That's pretty awesome. Jackson ALOT. Sorry if I butcher these names. I don't know these kids on a first name basis or last name basis. So Jackson ALOT from Vernon, 400 meter. I posted a video earlier in the year about him with that big, huge comeback run that he had. I can't remember exactly I think it was off a relay.
And he also,
but that was awesome.
He also at the meet, he broke the meet record for the 400 meters. So not only is he advancing the state, but he broke the meet record running at 47. So
holy crap,
that's pretty fast.
Yeah, man, that's crazy how much talent we have here in the 940 that people just don't know about. Noah Stroman, Holiday, that kid, I think he wins everything he runs in. 800, 1600, and 3200. Going to state for all of those events. And the Holiday boys mile relay team. All four of those boys going, or I guess there's 5, however many. But
you know what would be cool that in this, I thought about this the other day. Since Noah's brother, I don't know if he got the wild card. If he got the wild card for the mile, it'd be nice to put him on the mile relay. Can you imagine him only having to focus on one lap? How fast he would run that?
Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, I would assume that it is different running long distance, two or more laps compared to one, but I'm sure he could still do it pretty fast.
Yeah, I get it. I would say he could probably run it in at least 50, 52, which is still fast for a 400. So I think putting that on your mile relay team, I think would be. I mean, I've seen him do it when he was in younger. So I wouldn't know how he would compete with it, but you would only think if you can run pretty much a mile in 4 minutes, and I think he finished in 4 minutes 32 seconds.
That's crazy.
Then you just statistically thinking that he can run a 400 in at least 50-some seconds.
It's so crazy because when I was in the Air Force, I had to do 1.5 miles for my PT test, dude, and it was like 13:30. Like that was my goal. I had to beat 13:30.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my fastest one was like 10:47 for 1.5 miles. So
you pretty much was walking.
Check the books. That's probably a record somewhere. And then Cameron Plyler from Vernon going for the high jump. Klein Essler from Henrietta going for the discus. So almost every event we have somebody going.
That's pretty cool.
From this area for the boys. Going to the girls' side, we have Bregan Blowers.
Yeah,
Bregan Blower. Sorry if I messed that up. She's going for the 100 and 200 meter dash. So just like Jeremiah Durham. Kenley Atwood from Holiday, 1600 meter. Simone Moraz. From Holiday, 1600 meter and 3200 meter. Holiday girls mile relay team. So Holiday sent it. I mean, they're going to have to ship a whole bus up there with all their kids.
They specialize in those distance. That's one thing. Kudos to their coach getting them ready, because that's pretty impressive to have a girl and a boy go for the 1600 meter and the 3200 meter. So that's kudos to their program of the work that they're putting in.
Yeah, for sure.
Runners.
And the mile relay teams, both the boys and girls going. That's pretty awesome. And then City View's own Emery Brandon for the high jump. She went last year, I think finished third.
Yeah, she went last year. She's kind of having a little bit of, I would say, struggles. I know it would say struggles here at the state, but she hasn't jumped her mark this year, and I think the state meet, we're going to see that come out of her. She's going to get that opportunity
I hope so.
to go regain and do what she needs to do.
Hopefully. We wish them all the best in Austin. I guess it's in Austin, right?
Yeah, it's
in Austin. We're well represented from the 940.
It's just kudos to the talent that we have around here. I know sometimes we put a lot of emphasis on, the bigger sports, and we kind of overlook certain sports, but we have, to have track athletes. We have a young lady that's representing us in the Olympics. I mean, she's from, Wichita Falls, Texas. So just shout out to the continuous effort for our track athletes to continue to get better.
Yeah. So moving on from that's pretty much all of our acknowledgments and our, kudos to those and good luck with all that they're going to go do in Austin. The next topic that we want to talk about is just a few little things, kind of like the announcements, I guess. We have a new website, sidelinesports940.com. That was built for us by Robert Ostrander. He does a lot of social media and website design and stuff. So he's hooked us up with that, which is pretty awesome. And he's kind of given us basically anything we need or we want to change, we just get with him and he's switching it around for us and working it to how we want it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, go check that out, sidelinesports940.com. Next thing we were going to have for Evan to announce about the seminar, but he's not here right now. He'll be here in a little bit. The recruitment seminar is May 6th. Forgot the place that's where they're going to hold it.
It's going to be at I think it's called the CCE building. It's over off of Haddon Road. A nice place to have recruitment and different things done there. So should be plenty of space, but seats could be limited. So please make sure that you get there early in a timely fashion and come out. So basically him doing this is an opportunity to take away the excuses of we didn't know what we need to do when it comes to recruitment. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity. Yeah,
for sure. And it's free, free to all ages. All athletes, anybody that wants to come, parents are encouraged to come. Coach Evan is a lot of you guys the listeners may not know exactly what he does, but he's one of the best recruitment coaches in the area. He's been responsible for, putting a lot of kids in college or, helping them, assisting them getting to the next level. So we're lucky to have him here with us, but also this community is lucky to have him because he's thebomb.com. He did this a couple of years ago and it was pretty successful. So we're hoping for a pretty cool turnout. I believe most of us from the show is going to be there. So come say hello or whatever, and hope to see everybody out there. Next thing is going to be sorry, my notes went away. Oh, the All-Star game. I'll let you talk about it,
So the All-Star game's coming up June 8th. We're excited about the All-Star game. This is going to be our first annually All-Star game. Jay's been working behind the scene, putting together showcase games for a lot of the local teams around here as well, so that we can get a day of basketball, not just the high school kids just coming in, because we want to make it an event for these kids. We don't want to just be just coming and playing basketball, but we really do want to have them have an opportunity to come, sit down, sign autographs, make them feel special about being at this event, you know, interview them, different things, just kind of tailoring it a little bit after like the NBA All-Star, maybe not slam dunk contests and stuff like that, but we do plan on trying to have like 3-point contests and things like that. So just come out, be supportive. One thing I will say is, in order to run an event like this, it takes sponsors. So we're still looking for a lot of sponsors. Any way that you can help, you know, be a part of this event. Because at the end of the day, I think sometimes we get caught up into, those are on the sideline guys. But it's not who we are. We're trying to make this a community type event. So these events that we put on are very community driven. So we need the support of the community to make this happen.
Definitely. And talking about the sponsors, we put a tier list out on it's on the website now, also on our social media. I mean, you can get anything from just a small logo or something on a banner, or, you know, you can get your own banner. You can bring a booth or a table or something, you know, set up a little this or that. But yeah, like you said, we definitely need, I mean, we have big ideas. We want to get these kids individualized jerseys with their names on them. We want to, you know, get some pretty sweet awards to hand out to the kids. I mean, all that stuff, concession, everything's everything's going to cost a lot of money, and we just need help. So if you guys know somebody that may want to help us out with sponsorships, just let us know. Get with us either through social media or the email on our website. Next thing, talking about that's for the basketball all-star game. That's already set in stone. We're definitely doing that. We have the possibility, or we would like to also do a baseball and a softball all-star game as well. So be on the lookout for that. More news coming on that, and that's it's just really hard with baseball and softball because, you know, they end right there at the end of the year. We're hoping that a lot of teams are still, you know, making deep playoff runs, and so a lot of times you find yourself, you know, those teams will be playing until school's over. Their school's already let out, and they're still playing. So that's what we're kind of dealing with on trying to schedule a date and time for that. But just stay tuned for that. I mean, I feel bad for our guest here. He's just been sitting here kind of just nodding.
Sure.
Are you bored?
No, I'm chilling.
You're not bored? Okay. So what we'll do is, I think we'll go ahead and introduce him, and then
for sure.
we'll that way we're not keeping you just chilling. You know, you look bored. All right. So today is the 10th episode of our podcast. We do want to thank everybody that has viewed or supported us up until this point to get to 10 episodes. The statistics are pretty low for podcasts to make it that far, but we've been lucky and blessed to have, you know, the support we do in the community, and we enjoy doing it. So we hope to stay around for a while, but this is episode number 10, and we have number 10 from the Rider Raiders, the catcher, Mr. Owen Hooper. Why don't you go ahead and tell us and the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Owen Hooper. I play catcher for Rider High School. I've been probably catching since I was around 6. And yeah, it's a grind. It's a big time grind. Playing baseball through all these years to keep it going.
Yeah, so man, we're glad you're here. You won the vote between, you know, 4 of the top athletes in the area that we put up, and we're glad you won. And I'm glad you're here. We're honored to have you here and chit-chatting with us, and hopefully we get to find out a little bit about you and what you do, and, you know, how your future may shape up right here before our eyes. So I'll just go over a couple accolades and, you know, some of your things that we already know about you. Obviously, you're committed to Stephen F. Austin, a D1 college out of, where's it at again? Nacogdoches. So, yeah, we're excited for you to go there, and we're excited to watch you perform there. some of your accolades. Sophomore year, you're the newcomer of the year in the district, which is it was a 6A then, right?
5A.
Oh, it's 5A?
Yeah.
Or 5A. Yeah, it's still 5A. What am I thinking? Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking about when they were 4A back in the day, whenever we were all 4A. So newcomer of the year. Then your junior year, you got All-State, first team district, defensive MVP, and team voted MVP, which is pretty awesome. And then your senior year, I mean, we're sure all those awards are going to pile up again. You've been outstanding. I've watched you in person. I made a video of you. We're a fan, man. I like how you play. And yeah, I mean, I think you're doing good, and like I said, we're excited to see you go to Stephen F. Austin and continue there.
Before we go on break, because I know we're getting ready to go on a break, this is kind of a on-the-spot question. It's just something that came up just to kind of let you talk a little bit. Who's some of the local baseball players that you enjoy watching play outside of just your teammates?
I like watching Cooper pitch for Holiday. He's really good. He's a good two-way. I like watching Isaac play. Pretty much all the Holiday players, they're really good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, we haven't got to really put our baseball rankings out as much as we'd want to this year, but Ryder and Holiday are at the top, flip-flop between basically everybody that we know that y'all two. But my question is, and I guess I'll let you answer, who would win that matchup if y'all played each other?
We would. We'd probably be out in 5, I'm not going to lie.
He said it would be what?
Out in 5.
He said run rule. Yeah, I think the thing about it is with me watching both teams, the difference in that game is going to come down to pitching. Ryder has good pitchers; they can control the mound. But the thing about it is Cooper's he's always that X factor. Cooper Turner's that X factor because if he's on the mound and batting, he's kind of hard. He's like a hard. You just don't want to see him a lot. But I think Ryder, the thing that gives them the advantage, I would say they have more consistent at bats. Both teams don't make many errors on defense. That's why they're so good. They don't make many errors on defense. I think the bats of Ryder, and then just I think that's what would give them the edge. Both teams are extremely good. I think what a lot of people don't know is most of those kids have played together for years, so they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So I think as far as this area, they're Ryder and Holiday have been cream of the crop for probably the last decade or so.
Baseball, for sure.
For baseball, so I think it would be a fair assessment for O to give that assessment. But you know, if Coop was on here, he would probably say the same thing. He would feel that his team would win, but that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, but I think if I'm being a true analyst, I would say Ryder would have the competitive edge.
And you don't think that has anything to do with the fact that Ryder's a 5A and Holiday is a 2A?
I think, and Owen can speak to this. I think when you speak about baseball, it doesn't size of school. It's about the skill of the player. It's not a sport that you get because you don't have. It's not as many kids on the field. Like when you think about it, it's like you can have 9 top baseball players and you can go kill a 6A school easily. That's at any classification because it's a skill. Now in football, your role players mean more. Where in baseball, you want 9 solid baseball players in there, from your outfield guys to the guys that are in the infield, because you can be solid up front and then on the back end you're not that good. You don't lose a lot of games if they can't catch fly balls, So it's one of those things where I think baseball and softball are true. And the reason I say this is because you can look at our district, the district that City View's in right now. Speaking of softball, there's Henrietta, Jacksboro, Holiday, and Iowa Park. Those 4 teams from girls would cream could cream a lot of 5A and 6A schools because that's what they do. Then you can take like Ryder and go compete in 6A, and they'll cream a lot of 6A.
Let me ask you this: who would win out of Jacksboro and Ryder girls softball?
Jacksboro.
Can you agree with that?
In softball?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Jacksboro girls are.
Well, Ryder girls are. Yeah, I mean they're not they're not set up, but they got. I mean, I think that.
That's why I say
They're all
size. It doesn't.
Well, what's your take on it, Owen? Let's hear you say
Yeah.
something. I mean,
I agree with him. Like, say, like Brock, they're a little 3A school, but they're loaded. And we played them my sophomore year, and just all around, they're all consistently good. Bunch of D1 commits from that little school. And it's like, it doesn't really matter how big the school really is. Just like how many people, like that 9 guys they bring, that's what really matters.
yeah. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, baseball. That's why I tell everybody, baseball is that's a sport where it's a craft. I mean, like he was saying, the grind. Like you have to have a really solid team. You have to have 9 guys. That's really, I hate to say it, that basically put their life into it, as from little league all the way through to their graduating.
And they do. I mean, baseball is a big deal. Like, so I think baseball has the highest number of athletes that, basically because they have the farm system. They have like 3 different farm systems. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a grind. And for you to go D1, I mean, that's impressive on its own. I know you know that, but
D1 from Wichita Falls at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we always continue to say on this, on our podcast and throughout everything that we do. I mean, we have the athletes here in 940, right? In our own backyard. We just got to get them out. Like we got to get somebody from the big cities to see. There's no reason. Like, okay, you're the best catcher in the area for sure. We can all agree with that. Who would be number 2 in your pick, in your eyes?
Mikey from Holiday.
Okay,
I was about to
so
say.
He's solid.
and he's not that far off from you, right? So the idea is we want Mikey. Is he a senior?
Next year. He's a junior right now.
Okay, so junior. So Mikey needs to get the same looks that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir.
and that's the whole idea behind everything because, yeah, and you don't realize this, but you are helping that happen with your athletic ability, your grind, everything that you've done for Rider Baseball and for Owen Hooper. You're helping the next line of athletes get looks, because what happens is SFA says, "Wow, we got one diamond in the rough. Let's go look again and see if we can find another one."
Yep.
And then boom, Mikey from Holiday, next year up, next man up, boom. You know what I'm saying? And that's because of your hard work.
Yeah, I tell kids all the time that you are the brand. And they were like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You are the brand." Like, as an adult, I can't brand Wichita Falls better than any kid from Wichita Falls that can brand it. So when you get that opportunity to go to college, you have to remember, not only are you the brand of the school that you went to, like you, of course, you're right now, Owen's at Rider, but he represents Rider, but he also represents this community, because I've seen it firsthand where we had kids go off to college from high school and they acted up so much. The college basically told our, we won't recruit there anymore. Like, we're just, this is what y'all have to offer, so we're just not gonna come back. And so when you do that, is you have to give homage to the kids that go off and do it the right way, because look at how many kids that Wichita Falls have put in Texas Tech. That means that those kids are going and doing something the right way for those schools, that for Tech to still come back and recruit.
Exactly.
So Tech treats Wichita Falls as like their little hidden gems, is what I say. They was like, we don't want nobody else to find out about this, because we can get this talent and bring them there. So what you're going to do, what you're going to go to do in SFA, you'll pave the way for, even if it's not for Mikey, but you got that kid that's in 7th grade right now that's a catcher, he'll get an opportunity, or so on and so on. But every opportunity that you get is a blessing for you, but you also have an opportunity to be a blessing to somebody else.
Yeah. So thank you from all of us and from eventual parents who might benefit from your hard work. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take our commercial break. We'll be back in a little bit. We're going to pick up Coach Evan, and then we'll get back and we'll dig in a little bit more into number 10, Owen Hooper. We'll be right back. The realtor we trust is Kim Rowart, given to others with love. Kim was raised in this community and has been selflessly serving for over 20 years. Kim encourages everyone to thrive in their purpose. Kim is part of the Homes for Heroes program, where she gives back a portion of her commissions from each closing to all military, firefighters, law enforcement, healthcare, and educators who use her services. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Kim is the realtor for you. Go check out the website, homesforheroes.com. Since starting from scratch in 2020 by longtime resident of Clay County, Bob Belcher, Duck Creek Disposal has quickly become one of the most trusted waste disposal service and dumpster rental companies serving the 940 community and the surrounding areas. Local to the core, they take immense pride in being a part of the Wichita Falls community. Duck Creek Disposal's deep roots mean that every customer is treated like a neighbor. Their promise is to guarantee the best customer experience in the area, and they live by it. Whether you're a homeowner, contractor, or business, they've tailored their services to suit varied requirements. Bob's hands-on approach and belief in personal connection means that when you call Duck Creek Disposal, you're experiencing a standard of service that Bob himself envisioned. You talk to real people, not a machine. Go give Bob a call at 940-257-5660. Serving the 940 community for 12 years, Allegiance Electric and Controls is the trusted go-to for commercial and industrial electrical solutions. Contact them for reliable, tailored services to keep your operations running smoothly. Please call or visit their website at aecllc.com. For all your paving and concrete needs, we trust Freeman Paving, LLC. Located in Vernon, Texas, Freeman Paving is our recommended business for concrete, paving, and dirt work. They have over 20 years of experience working right here in our community. Next time you need any concrete work, give them a call, 940-552-9496. If you're looking to treat yourself to a delicious dessert, then Yogurt Journey is the place to be. Yogurt Journey offers 12 delicious flavors of frozen yogurt with over 60 topping options. If you want something warm instead, stop by to enjoy an amazing funnel cake, fried Oreos, fried brownies, or fried candy. Yogurt Journey also offers frozen yogurt rolls, waffle frozen yogurt rolls, and smoothies. If you need a cake for your next celebration, YoJo provides custom frozen yogurt cakes. Yogurt Journey is located on Kemp Street across from Barwise Middle School and is open daily from 12 to 9 p.m. For all your roofing-related needs, we choose Assured Roofing and Construction. At Assured Roofing and Construction, their hard work is based off honesty, loyalty, and integrity, ensuring that every customer gets what they deserve and is happy and stress-free throughout the entire process. When any storm damage occurs to your roof, gutters, fencing, or siding, Assured will have you covered and help you from the initial free inspection to filing your claim, meeting with adjusters, and getting your damaged property fixed properly. Give AG a call at 940-782-1194. All right. We are back. Thank you to the sponsors and the commercial for everything you guys do for us. We're back with Owen Hooper. We got Coach Evan Hearn back with us, and we're about to get into getting to know Mr. Owen Hooper, number 10 on the 10th episode. All right, so we have some questions that each of us have obviously come up with. We're just going to go roundy round and ask some questions. Is that okay with you, Mr. Owen?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll start. Who did you look up to, or who was your role model, I guess, not only in life, but also in baseball, that really kind of drew you to the sport? Or, I mean, a lot of people's parents or whatever, but just let us know who yours was.
My dad was my biggest role model, throughout everything. I always wanted to, when I was happy for baseball, succeeding, he was happy. He was always there for me no matter what. He always pushed me, through everything. Even when I played football, still did drills for football, or everything. He was always there for me. So he's my biggest role model.
Awesome. So, okay, for life and for baseball. Okay, very good. Oh?
I'm going to just ask you my signature question that I asked everybody. Everybody should know what that question is right now. What's your favorite pregame meal?
I get protein waffles with syrup every morning. Every Tuesday, Friday, that's what I get.
Okay. What do you think the protein? I have an idea. Why do you think the protein waffles?
Just energy and stay healthy.
Energy, stay healthy, and also too. This is just a little nugget for people out there. Whenever you're doing protein, especially when it's being consumed as a food, it gives you a sense of like you said, energy, but it also helps with recovery. So I think your parents are very spot on with that, because especially playing catcher, all that up and down. You know, you want your body to be able to recover at a higher rate. So, kudos to your parents for doing that, because a lot of people take that note, take that little nugget that his parents are doing. Protein before, games and things help speed up the recovery of your athletes.
Definitely. And we love nuggets. So, Evan, what do you got?
Yeah, he kind of mentioned it, and this guy right here, I can speak to volume about this guy. He came in when I came in at Ryder as a freshman. I got to coach him, so he knows I think the world of him. So I know his dad being his biggest fan, and he's a big guy, probably got him in order. So my question for you, Owen, is you talked about it a little bit with football. Any other sports you play besides football? Do you play basketball any? And when did you decide that, hey, I'm going to leave those other sports alone and go to just straight baseball?
I played basketball till 7th grade. And then really after I tore my ACL freshman year, and that's really when it was just strictly baseball. I didn't want to mess anything up, like playing football, laying on the wrong or anything. So, yeah.
So you kind of knew at freshman year, like, hey, I'm going to give my all to baseball.
Yeah.
If I didn't tear my ACL, I would still want to play football, but it just happened.
Yeah.
That's because he had a hell of a freshman baseball coach.
Yeah.
That
what
was
position? Just to kudos to spin off that question, what position did you play in football?
Linebacker.
He was Mike.
Yeah.
I tried to give him to play, but he was like, nah. He had a higher ceiling than baseball, but he's a hell of an athlete.
Yeah, so I guess back to me. We talked briefly before we turned the cameras and stuff on, but my son, he's 10 years old. He loves playing catcher. Like that's all he wants to do. He told his coaches, he told me, he's like, I don't even want to bat. He's like, I just want to play catcher. And so being in a position where you're in, man, I don't know the percentages of an athlete going D1 as a catcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's high. I mean, you're outstanding. Your ability and everything, you know. So what would you pass on, or what's one thing you learned during your time that you could pass on to the younger kids as a piece of advice, or you know, anything for them to kind of get a head start or some kind of motivation to keep playing catcher?
The biggest thing for me was commitment. Like, if you're going to do it, you got to do it the right way. Don't, like, take anything off. Like, back to my dad, when I was, like, say, like 10, we'd get, like, a pitching machine, and he'd just feed me blocks to get, like, comfortable. Just blocks and stay commitment to it. Consistent. That's pretty much it. Just stay with it.
Good. So the pitching machine idea, that's pretty good. I mean, I've thought about that. Just one after another, boom, boom,
fire.
in the backyard, just boom, boom, boom. So
just getting your body comfortable to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
And I guess this kind of works with my question. Is, in my opinion, the catcher is like the quarterback of baseball. You know, he is directing traffic, and I know the pitcher, but the catcher is the one that gets the defense set and gets everybody ready. And so, why did you fall in love with catcher, and when did you start playing the position of catcher?
I've been playing catcher my whole life since I was like 8.
Mm-hmm.
My dad taught me, and my mom was a catcher in high school, so that kind of grew on me.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah. And then I like controlling the game, like you said, calling the pitches for the pitcher, make sure we're on the same page, and it's telling everybody what to do and stuff, like cuts and everything.
Yeah.
Just taking control.
Yeah.
Defensive shifts, all that good stuff.
Yeah. And I can tell you, when you have a guy back there like Owen Hooper who can control the offensive run game, it doesn't matter if your pitcher gives up a hit or gives up a walk with the arm he has back there, guys go stationary and tend not to lead off. So
Yeah,
yes.
they didn't test him too much. That I think he had one throwdown when I was there with recording. So that's pretty awesome.
So to keep that going, so I'm gonna kind of turn my question into a twofold question. So being a catcher, so you're behind the plate, so you get to see the tendencies of batters first. So you kind of know if a batter's ahead, if he's late. So when you're giving those pitches, so you get to do that. So my question is what are the steps that you take when you approach your at-bats?
My biggest thing is watching our two-hole hitter. Say, like, he gets down in the count, try to, like, throw a fastball by him or, like, off speed, get him chasing, and, like, a 0-2 count, see what he throws, and just seeing what he throws to the two-hole batter. And then when I get on deck, get my timing, adjust it off speed, and everything like that.
Okay. Do you think that the approach that you take, you also use these things that's in your mind to help your pitchers behind when you're actually being the catcher. So, like you said, you're paying attention to the tendencies of the pitchers and things. Do you think that helps you strengthen your pitchers by, hey, don't do this, you're tipping yourself by doing this, doing that? So, do you think your knowledge of your batting knowledge, but also comes back to when you're back there ultimately being that catcher, it helps your pitchers be like, hey man, you're kind of telling them when you're gonna do this or gonna do this. So let's try not to work on doing that.
Definitely, especially like messing with the glove. That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like showing the curveball off, and make sure like stay like fluent with everything and don't try to tip anything.
For sure.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, I looked at your questions though, and I was thinking those are pretty good. My next question is, who's your favorite player? I guess kind of growing up, did you look at any specific catcher growing up that you're like, oh man, that's why I want to be catcher, or I mean, and is that the same player now, or is there a more recent catcher that you like now? I mean, who's your like idols, baseball player idols, catcher idols?
Definitely Yadier Molina. Definitely by far greatest catcher of all time. Best like arm. I got all my picks from him. Everything. He taught me how to control the game.
Nice, very cool, very cool. And yeah, he's a great one. He's a great catcher.
So, you're a 3-year letterman. I followed Coach Crouch for you as a freshman to keep you on my team. Or otherwise, you could have been a 4-year
Dun
letterman.
dun dun. We found out the truth.
So I'll probably ruin that. But what does it mean? One, to be a 3-year letterman, because in baseball that's hard, and you're playing the position of catcher, which is a hard position to man as a sophomore. So what does it mean to you be a 3-year letterman and to be, as we all know, the last of WFISD, Ryder, Old High, and Hershey, closing it down? What does it mean to you to be a part of, as you guys have called it, Team 62, the last ride? What does this mean for you?
Try to keep everybody focused on Ryder as long as possible. Don't move on to the new schools yet. Let us run in the playoffs, see how far everybody can still talk about Team 62.
Mm-hmm. You want to leave a legacy, that's for sure. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys got a good chance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we talked about earlier. I mean, you got, 8 seniors?
Yeah.
That are on the team. I mean, you guys
8-12, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we're pulling from you. I know on the sidelines pulling from you, or pulling for you guys. We're hoping to see a deep playoff run from you guys.
Okay, so my next question is still on the lines of batting. What's the hottest bat on the market right now, you would say?
Right now, I think it's the goods, the 2-piece goods. That's what everybody in college is using. And probably the Voodoo. That's what I swing. It's my favorite bat.
That Voodoo, I was about to say that Voodoo. That's a hot bat right now. It's I just last night I seen a kid he swung the Voodoo, and he knocked our pitcher off the mound. I thought he thought he fractured his ribs. I mean, it came right back at him.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't put his glove up there, he probably would have had a cracked rib. But that bat is hot.
Yeah.
And, it's probably the hottest bat. Right. I think the Voodoo is the hottest bat. Right.
Now, I'm going to piggyback off that real quick because I just had one come to my mind. At what point do you go from the aluminum bats to the wooden bats?
What point?
Yeah, like, is that in college or is that pros?
It's the pros.
Mostly pros. Have you played in a tournament where y'all used wooden
Yeah,
bats?
that
So, I
was
mean,
my
some
next
high
question
schools,
was-
some high school tournaments, they mess around with it. And let's talk about that. How's that feel to you, the aluminum bat versus the wood bat?
I like swinging wood, for real. I don't really know how to say it, like, get ready for the next level, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
See how you can control the bat, different pitches, see how well you can still swing it. Like a true hitter should be able to swing both bats.
I forget what company had one, but there was a company that had a composite wood bat.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, and I seen a lot of kids in travel ball using that bat, and I thought it was a wood bat the whole time. I was like, "Nah, it just looks like wood."
Have you heard of the Xylo bats? The Xylo wooden bats?
Yeah.
Have y'all heard of them?
Yeah.
That's from a kid in Burke Burnett.
Really?
Yeah, he's the designer, and I mean, he's got a huge pro lineup that uses those bats, and he makes them in Burke Burnett.
Well, you talk about travel ball
Wichita
now.
Falls.
He'll say it too. Those fire bats, those hyper fires.
Oh, yeah.
Those bats.
I think
those
they just
are
outlawed
like
those.
yeah those.
That's illegal?
Yeah,
with cork in 'em?
You put them.
No, they were so. What happens is you'll have a bat that gets it's so hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take much to hit a bone, but also too from a safety standpoint, it's coming off the barrel so fast. And imagine a 10-year-old swinging that, and another 10-year-old having to defend that mud coming off that real fast. It's like
talking about fast bats. What about Shohei Ohtani?
man.
You see that?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear about that? 118 miles an hour, something crazy. That's
What's your highest XB?
Probably upper 90s. Hopefully to hit 100.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh, you will. Once you get it over there, the D1 college, the D1 workout program, D1 everything. I mean, I think you can only get better.
90s.
You're going to get stronger.
That's
You're going to
real
get
good.
faster. You're going to get better. I mean, that's going to be awesome.
Which leads into my question of twofold again, but why SFA and could you tell us what other schools were after you before you chose SFA?
I had WT, and I was really thinking about going to WT, but like just the D1 experience for me, and I love Coach Cardenas. He's the main reason I went up there. Good catcher coach. That's main reason. And WT though. I probably didn't fit in there as much as I would at SFA. So I chose SFA to like fit more into the program.
I got you.
And like we talked about, I mean, you can do a year or two and
Hit the portal.
transfer out if you need to. I mean, follow the money. Who knows? Get us that autographed jersey though before you go.
So while we're at it, my next question I wanted to ask: do you feel travel ball is important to become an elite baseball player?
Definitely. I think you should play travel ball no matter what. That's like go out to college camps and everything. Get in front of most scouts as you possibly can.
Okay, so to piggyback off of that question, how do we? And this is a question. Just feel free to answer it however you can. But this is a question. I guess you're already kind of told the importance of it, so that parents understand. You said it's important, but how do you make it where the social class, some kids that are not as beneficial to afford travel ball, to give them the same opportunity at a cheaper cost?
Like go to like PG tournaments, like pick up with teams and stuff like that. Just like for just a weekend, see what you can do, show out for the tournaments, and hopefully catch a contact there.
Okay, and what's the name of those tournaments again?
Perfect Game, 5-tool, tournaments like that.
Okay, so you heard it here from Owen. Man, you spot on with that answer. I was hoping you said that because I think a lot of people get caught up into you have to be on an elite travel ball team. There's ways of doing travel ball and cutting the costs and making it work for what you and your family can afford. So if baseball is a sport that you're really trying to go after, he just gave you guys a nice little tip of what you can do to still get that exposure, still get that opportunity.
A nugget for sure. And that's what, me as a travel ball parent, and you can say too for your daughter, right, of how expensive the baseball, softball is, and for your son as well. Like it's really expensive. You see all the TikToks and
they just keep going
and
up.
That I saw one that the wife most expensive purse is your son's or daughter's baseball bag because you got $200 or $300 bats, and so just finding ways to get on, like you said, is you don't have to be that high dollar guy. There's baseball bats. Ask guys like him. He has old gloves and stuff to get it going. Don't be afraid of it.
You don't even have to go to like all the tournaments and everything. Just send videos out on Twitter to all your coaches you want to go to, like your dream schools. Just send it out. I feel like if you're working, they'll find you.
Well said. Well said. Quick question. Another one just kind of came up. Do you have a favorite MLB team, or do you follow college sports more, or what?
My favorite college is OU, but I like the Rangers.
Okay, boy, hey. Oh, got it right. If he wouldn't have said the Rangers, I would have been sad. I was like, man, that was.
Speaking of the Rangers, they just won 5-1.
All right, speaking of,
The Braves took them.
I knew I
beat them
liked you,
2-1
man.
this past week.
Are you a Braves fan too, and a Lakers?
No, I don't like the Lakers.
We're gonna replace Coach.
We're taking applications.
We're gonna break you on permanent.
All right, man. I only got one more nerd question left, and that's Fortnite or Madden.
Definitely Madden.
Madden, okay.
But back in the day, Fortnite's prime during Christmas.
The Christmas
Fortnite,
noobs,
yeah.
baby.
I couldn't tell you nothing about it.
Yep.
Our sons are playing against each other.
So okay, you said Fortnite. I mean, you said Madden. My bad. Madden or baseball.
MLB.
MLB.
The show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Show.
All right. Do you play pitcher or do you play catcher?
I played Dynasty. Like I had my own team. I built my own team. and all that.
Okay, all right. So you don't do like the creative player because
If
I know that MLB had like the best creative player
yeah,
thing
like I'm
for,
on that
for years.
Yeah.
Like that was the stuff right there. I mean, obviously everybody created a pitcher.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What team do you play with in on Madden?
The Bills.
Oh man. See,
Not next year, you ain't.
You was doing. You were
Josh
doing
Allen
so
throwing to
good.
himself.
Yeah, he was doing good before he said the Bills. Start playing with the Cowboys. We bring you back.
So I think I know this answer, but I asked it anyway because I feel like him and this guy are just really good friends, and one because I coached him as freshman. So who is your favorite teammate and why?
My favorite teammate. I have two.
Okay,
And you know who those two are.
Yeah.
Tanner and Chris. I can't pick between them two.
Yeah, I thought old Chavi and Tanner would be. That's why I said one, but
Is Tanner a senior?
yeah, they're both seniors. Those are both great.
Yeah, we were
guys.
talking about Cooper Turner earlier, and I was like, man, you gonna defend Tanner? I mean, I know you're gonna defend him. I mean, I could tell by the way you guys, just and the Chavez kid too. I don't know him, but I know he's
So
got a
why
lot of hair.
Tanner and Chris? Why Tanner and Chris?
I grew up with both of them, especially Tanner. I've been knowing him since I was probably like 4 or 5. We played baseball ever since.
And where's Tanner going? Does he got anything?
He's gonna be a firefighter
Oh,
and start
okay.
his own lawn.
He is
business.
a made million.
Oh.
What they all call him?
A made billionaire.
A made billionaire.
Self-made billionaire.
Dang, all right.
DP.
Hey, man, you can't beat that if he's already got plans. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Entrepreneur.
And
That's-
Chris is going to was it Rose State?
Yeah, Rose State.
Yeah.
It's cool. Shout out to both of them.
yeah. Shout out to him. I mean, that's awesome, man. To be able to play with some of your best friends, and I mean and the sad thing about it is next year,
Yeah.
you have so many athletes that are gonna have to go from playing alongside their best friends to now playing against their best friends because of the school split up, which might be another topic for another day. But
That's good.
I mean, it just drives me crazy that they don't allow the kids that are in high school now to pick either one,
Yeah.
and then the incoming freshmen make them be the ones that
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But
And I'll
I'm not
say
the
this, I'll speak
counselor
for
or
Coach.
nothing like
I
that,
don't
so.
want to speak for Coach Crouch, but I feel like this group of seniors won because I coached them as freshmen. I feel like this is a good group, kind of like the football group and the basketball group as well, of seniors to end Ryder High School. I don't think we could have asked for a better group of young men and women for Ryder. Speaking for Ryder High School, and like I said, for Coach Krause to end the season or end Ryder the way it should be, and these guys are going to continue to keep playing as far as they'll go.
So my last question before we keep going there, because I want to hear what you have to say about this, because sometimes it gets on my nerves a little bit. Not a lot.
I know where you're going with this. one.
I get caught up. I be saying them too, because it catches. So do you feel the chants take away or add to the game?
Chance, for sure, they have a big impact. Especially our student section, they've been going crazy this year. And they definitely get in the pitcher's head, batter's head. I feel like it's a big part of the game.
So the chants I'm referring to are the ones that come from the dugout.
Oh yeah, we need energy for sure. Need energy.
Man, what's your favorite chant right now that y'all got?
PU Onion Boy. Again,
Oh, I haven't heard that. Well, what is it?
They have some good chants, man. One thing that the reason I asked that is because it shows. I watched the catcher in a game. He had to go out to the mound to get his pitcher to grab his composure because the pitcher was rattled because they were just saying all types of stuff. I'm like, what in the world? Like, and it's like they figure out stuff about you or something.
Yeah, dude,
before
it's
the game.
so bad. Can you
Calling that-
imagine?
yeah.
Like and when I was in high school, it was bad enough because so and so would hook up with another person from another school, and that would cause them. But nowadays, dude, you just got to go to like social
I'm about to
media.
say you got
and
this, and I know
They
everything
got
about you.
Barstool, Burt Burnett, Ryder Barstool. I mean, I've seen the craziest stuff, and I don't know who's responsible for that, but they're pretty funny.
Yeah, but the chance, I think I agree with you. Because at first I thought it was more of a softball thing, and then when I started, getting on the travel ball scene and going to travel ball, I was like, these dudes got some chance.
Oh yeah.
And for the first time I seen. Normally the chants are going on when the other team's pitching and things when you're at bat, but I seen our park. They had a chant for whenever their pitcher throw one past you. They had some. I think it was like Bayou or something.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Man,
They
Oh
do.
yeah, Louisiana Bayou when
Yeah.
they strike them out.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I was like, man, these kids got
ain't no hey batter.
Yeah, that's what I was-
They in your
Hey,
head.
Yeah, so shout out to the Chance, man. Keep it up, man. I love that energy that, like you said, that the kids. I think it keeps the kids locked in, keep them engaged. So shout out to that. Keep it clean, but shout out to the kids for doing that.
For sure.
Yeah, so I'm out of questions. I don't know if you guys got any more, or
No,
I think we're pretty much out of questions. Do we have any off the top?
I do. I have one more question. Who do you think was a better catcher, you or your mom?
Me.
oh, I can't wait till mom sees this.
Yeah, Mom.
I thought he was gonna take the easy route. That boy said,
He won't get fed.
We'll have a GoFundMe going for dinner for Owen.
Owen Hooper now needs a new vehicle. All right, well, man, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, I know I speak for these guys and a lot of parents for the future and everything, man. We enjoy what you've done for baseball here in 940 in this area for Rider baseball. We're big fans. We're rooting for you guys in the playoffs. We're going to follow you through SFA and, all that stuff. So, don't be afraid to check your messages, and if one of us are messaging and checking up on you next year in college. So, and like I mentioned earlier, the things that you've done, the hard work that you put in has already opened more gates for the next class and the next class and the next class because of your hard work. So kudos to you, your parents, everybody that was involved. We appreciate it, and I know that the future people will appreciate it as well.
Yeah. I mean, he knows I love this guy. And like I said, that senior class of Rider baseball players, because they were mine as freshmen. And so I think highly of them, each of them. And I'm overjoyed that he won it. I was hoping he did. And so I'm glad that he was able to be here.
Yeah, tell us about the vote, man, because you told me, you're like, man, before the show.
Yeah, I was down like a couple hundred votes, but then Tanner, he posted on his Facebook like his company, and then it went crazy after they got like 300 votes.
Oh, my God.
Self-made millionaire.
Yeah.
Self-made.
So
Shout out to Tanner.
Yep.
The self-made millionaire.
What's his
or
company
billionaire?
to give his company
Yeah, let's
a
go.
plug?
T-Pro Lawnscaping.
Okay.
T-Pro
Lawnscaping.
Lawnscaping.
Yep.
If you need a yard mow, if you need some bushes trimmed,
Go hit up
T-Pro.
Tanner.
He pretty good, too.
Tanner. Tanner's the man, dude. I did a video of him, too. Heck of an athlete. Great pitcher.
Hell of a
Seems like a cool
linebacker,
kid.
too. Played Mike. He was a good one.
Yeah, good for him.
I couldn't imagine having those two at linebacker. They're doing pretty good.
Oh, he works out there with the hunting boys, too, the duck
Yeah.
hunters.
Big time hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he works with my buddies over at Deek Down.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, all right. So, man, again, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for taking your time out. Shout out to your parents for letting you stay out late.
Yep.
And
night.
yeah, man, we wish you the best. Good luck to you and your teammates
Yes, sir. Thank
the
you.
rest of the way this year. And like I said, we'll keep up with you, man. And give me those autographed jersey before you head out.
Who do y'all have this week?
Alito,
Let's beat Alito this week.
pop out Friday, 6:30 for the sweep.
Oh, brooms.
Bring them out. Bring them out. All right, guys. I appreciate you checking in here at On the Sideline. We appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And till next time, have a good night. We'll see you.